I'm live. Okay, let me see if my microphone is connected. Testing 1 2. Okay, it is. Good. Testing 1 2. Testing. Um yeah, I'll just wait a couple minutes for more people to join. It's 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, the best time zone in the United States cuz we're like ahead of everybody. We're early. I'm an early bird. I like getting up early and doing everything like just to get it out of the way so I don't have to worry about it the rest of the day. Yay, we have one viewer. That's nice. I'm just gonna wait a few more minutes for more people to join because I just started. Um, but yeah, it's nice doing a live stream again. It's been like half a year. I haven't done one since January. So yeah, I just wanted to catch up and just say a few things. Um, and this is also a lot less work than like an actual video, because I don't have to do editing, I don't have to do research. Well, I do have to do research a little bit for live streams when I'm talking about something, but live streams are generally easier and they're more fun because you get to talk to people in real time. And I can just talk for hours and hours and hours. Isn't it funny that in general, a lot of people who make videos on YouTube have to be people who can talk to basically a camera for an endless amount of time? I even catch myself sometimes, like when there's not a camera or a microphone or anything, just talking to myself, just in general. Um, it's fun. You get to like say what's on your mind when you want to. Um, yeah, I wonder what everybody's doing though. Maybe people are busy like right now because I know it's like the evening and it's summer. Maybe people are getting out of work because it's Monday also. Maybe people are at school. I don't know, because like the time that school starts is different, like around the country, because some states they start like in September, and some states they already started school like at the end of July, which I think is crazy. Um, School should not start that early. There should be no reason why a student is in class in July. That's just too crazy. Even August is pushing it. But July being in class, that's too much. I couldn't do it. I think the earliest I've ever started a school year was August 7th. Yeah. But not July, like July 30th, July 31st starting school, that's way too early. I haven't even seen like any of the back to school like commercials or anything yet. Are they playing them this year or have I just like missed out on them? Because I don't remember seeing them last year either. Um, yeah, I'm just gonna wait a couple minutes. Hey Amelia, thank you for joining our live stream. You are a super fan. Okay, you've been experimenting with Pop 2K playlists. Um, and the Which Object Are You book quiz from American Girl. That's cool. Um, I like Pop Y2K songs or Pop 2K. But yeah, I like that era of music and everything. I was just talking to my sister about how like our favorite Britney Spears songs. I like Oops, I Did It Again. I like Stronger. I like Toxic and Me Against the Music and Circus. I like a lot of her earlier work, but I don't like Baby One More Time, the song. I think Baby One More Time is kind of overrated. Um, but she kind of remixed the song when she did Oops, I Did It Again. And I kind of joke that, like, because she's like, "Oops, I did it again. I made the same song again." But I kind of laugh that she's joking. Like, why are you saying "Oops"? I'm glad you did the same song again because the first time it was just not it for me. But "Oops, I did it again" was a lot better. Okay. Um, oh, An American Girl. Yeah. I got my cousin an American Girl doll for Christmas in 2023. I think it's really cool. Um, yeah, I wonder where everybody is now too. I'm just gonna wait a few minutes for a few more people to join. Um, I hope people are not too busy. Um, but also, like, I haven't posted for a while, so I understand if a lot of people are just like not aware that I'm like here today. But it's all okay because eventually people are gonna catch this like on demand. That's such a You're not used to hearing people say that anymore, but because like live TV is not really that big of a thing. Okay, radio station on Sirius X. Oh, the Pop 2K is the radio station on Sirius XM. Um, and the 10 spot is your second favorite. Yeah, I mean, there's lots of good music out there. I love music, pop music, especially like the throwback stuff, because um, I would say that like my favorite type of music are like pop throwbacks, um, anything from the 2000s and early 2010s, and also like late 90s. So that's like a good 20-year span. Um, this summer, I've been getting into like Janet Jackson's music. I really like All For You. Um, but I think it's important to like, I know there's like lots of like popular artists now who are just doing the thing and just making waves and doing excellent. But I also think it's nice to like go back and see all the people who've made like such a big impact and who've made history and learn from them and appreciate their work. Okay. All right. You've been posting your favorite Wizards episodes from season 3 and 4. Yeah. I mean, I've made so many videos on that show. Honestly, I think, well, yeah, it's my favorite. Um, I'm pretty sure it's like my favorite show from childhood. And I've made so many videos talking about it. I guess out of all of the seasons, season 3 would probably be my favorite, even though I don't think it's the best of that show. Because it's like some of the worst episodes of the entire show are in season 3, but some of the best episodes of the entire show are in season 3. But the really, really good ones are like top tier. So yeah, I really like that show. Oh, I mean, I guess now is a good time to tell this story. So it's just going to be an exclusive for the people who were nice enough to join this live stream. So back when I was younger and Wizards of Waverly Place was on the air, this was like 2010, so it was while the third season was still on the air. And I had a classmate who had a younger sister who looked just like Selena Gomez did at the time, like with the short bob hair. And it was interesting because like my classmates, they were from Iran. So yeah, that's just one thing that I've always remembered about them. I remember that they moved to South Dakota, like, so I haven't seen them in a long time, but I'd like to hear from them. I remember her name was Regina. So if any of you ever go to South Dakota and you see an Iranian girl who's named Regina and she looks like Selena Gomez, then let me know. They were such good friends. All right. How do I feel about the new Wizards show compared to the old Wizards show? I mean, I think it's cute. I think it's good for this generation of children growing up and watching Disney. Um, I don't Of course, it's not gonna beat the original, nothing can. Um, and this is also my thing with reboots. I feel like a lot of them rely too heavily on the original show. Um, Wizards Beyond, I mean, I think it does that too, but I think it has enough original content to, like, be here for a while, and people seem to like it. I'm glad. Um, I wonder, how do you guys feel about, like, the Olsen twins, like Mary-Kate and Ashley, who were Michelle Tanner on Full House, and then they went on to have a string of movies. Many of them were direct to video, and then they went on to become, like, fashion megastars with The Row, their own fashion brand. I mean, I've always wanted to make a video on them, kind of, because there were so many stuff that, like, so many projects that they were in. Of course, we have all their movies, New York Minute, and the one where they went to Australia. Um, they did so much. And they also had their own they had 2 TV shows. They had Two of a Kind, in 1998, which was canceled after 1 season, and then they had So Little Time in 2001, which was also canceled after 1 season. Um, both great shows, and both have the entirety all of their episodes posted on YouTube for free. So I'd I'd recommend you go check those out. Okay. You still wish that Selena Gomez was a series regular, but at least Alex, Justin, and Giada are still, yeah. Um, yeah, well, I'm not mad that Selena Gomez wasn't really a regular in the Wizards reboot because it's kind of understandable. She's Selena Gomez. She's doing all these big mega star celebrity stuff. So I'm not surprised that she's not like in it all the time, but she is an executive producer, so she does have like a hands-on approach. Yeah. All right. So once we hit the 15-minute mark, then I'm gonna like start talking about like the plot points that I wanted to hit for this live stream because I'm just waiting for a few more people to join. If nobody else joins, then we're just gonna be our little small group, and then we're just gonna talk about what we want to talk about. But yeah, um, sorry I'm not like responding through the chat. I just think it's better if I just like say what I wanted to, like speak the answers to your questions instead of just like typing it. Also, I'm carrying this heavy microphone. Okay. Oh yeah, Mary-Kate and Ashley Olsen. I mean, honestly, if I can say my honest opinion and not get like dragged, I don't think that Mary-Kate and Ashley Olsen were really good actors. Um, on Full House, the best child actor, in my opinion, was Stephanie, like Jodie Sweetin. I think that she had like so much energy and charisma, and she was so interesting. And when Full House, like when they first created the show and they were doing the first table read, John Stamos, who played Uncle Jesse, he was actually threatened by Jodie Sweetin because he felt that America was going to love her and that she was going to be the breakout star of the show. And she is a fan favorite. I think that she's like probably the best character on Full House, Stephanie Tanner. Um, even though I personally related to DJ the most because I'm the oldest, and I have a lot of her like personality, but I like Stephanie the best. But I know a lot of people don't like Michelle Tanner, like the character. But I also I also don't think that Mary-Kate and Ashley were like good actors, in my opinion. And it's not their fault. They were like literally thrown into acting when they were infants. And and I think the appeal of them is like because they're twins, that's why so many people watch them. But the thing is, like, Tia and Tamara Mowry were also twins, but they were also, I don't want to be mean, but they were talented and still are talented actors, and they chose to act when they were like 11 years old. Um, and all their projects have really withstood the test of time. By the way, go watch my Instant Mom video. That show is like one of the best shows I've ever seen, starring Tia Mowry. But yeah, I just feel like, I don't know. I'm glad that Mary-Kate and Ashley are doing so successful with their fashion line because I don't think that acting was their thing. But then again, they never had the choice. A lot of people didn't have the choice. Um, and when we're talking about like Disney and everything, I remember Bella Thorne and Ross Lynch were amongst many stars who didn't really have a choice. They just like went into it just to like help their family with money. And well, with Ross, he had talent. He could sing and dance. Um, always could, still can. But Bella, it was so obvious that she didn't have like, I don't want to say, because I don't want to be mean, because like obviously I like Bella Thorne. I think she's a nice person, but she she didn't have the same drive or skill sets for acting or singing or dancing as like some of her peers. All right. I hate being mean. Oh my gosh. Let me just read comments. Okay. Yeah, you agree with me about Stephanie. You liked her much better than Michelle. Yeah, I mean, I think the thing with Michelle is because like we saw her character start from being a baby and then grow up. But I don't know, why did America at the time choose to make the Olsen twins the breakout star? Is it because they were twins? Because I get the feeling that America didn't know that Michelle was played by twins until like midway through the show's run, like season 3, season 4. But then again, the show was not popular in its early seasons. Okay, anyways, I'm gonna drop the Full House thing. Have I listened to 98 Degrees music yet? No, but I do know that one of the people in 98 Degrees was Nick Lachey, and Nick Lachey at a point in time was married to Jessica Simpson, who I really do like. One time I found, because you know how she makes the clothing, one time I found like one of her, like the little symbol. I don't know if I talked about it yet, but yeah. Anyways, I don't know. What songs do you recommend from 98 Degrees? Okay, you were shocked when Selena Gomez almost passed away due to, oh yeah, that was sad. Like in 2017 when she had surgery for her kidneys. Um, but I'm glad that she recovered. Yeah. All right. So since we have more people here, I'm gonna start talking about like some of the stuff that I wanted to. Oh, hey, Paula. Oh yeah. What was that? Um, that Bella Thorne movie where she was like the babysitter and she like, wasn't it like she was a killer? I didn't watch the whole thing. I just saw the trailer. But yeah, okay. What I wrote notes about like what I wanted to talk about. Let me pull them up. Okay. All right, I already talked about the twin stuff. Okay. Um did you guys know that I don't know if you guys know, but Big Time Rush is actually on tour like right now. If you guys are a Big Time Rush fan, um I suggest that you go check them out. I've been wanting to see them, and I've actually had multiple chances to go see them live and tour. Their concert tickets are not that expensive. It's like around $40 per person, depending on what city you're talking about. But I had like 3 different chances to go see them this summer, and it just never worked out yet. And they're gonna they started touring in the beginning of July, and their tour, like the US leg of the tour, is ending at the end of August. So I only have a few weeks to go see them. Um, so I'm really, really, really trying hard to like go see them in concert live because I just want to show my support. I think it's really cool that after all these years, they're getting the band back together. Well, they've been back together for a while, but I think it's cool that they're still going and still giving the fans like music that they love. I think that it's nice that they're honoring their old catalog while also like making some new songs that people can get into. But yeah, I think that's cool. Have you guys ever been to a concert of any kind? I have not. I've just listened to a lot of music and I've watched a lot of concert like videos taken by people in the audience who were actually watching the concert. Yeah. Um, what else did I want to talk about? Um, okay. So the 20-year anniversary of Hannah Montana is coming up in March, and Miley Cyrus was recently on a Sirius XM radio show doing an interview where she acknowledged that the anniversary is coming up, and she wanted to do something special for the anniversary, and lots of fans went crazy. Um, and a lot of them were like speculating about what it could be. Like, could she be like doing a concert, a tour, re-recording some of the Hannah songs? Because now she's allowed to perform songs that Hannah Montana, like that she made as Hannah Montana. So, yeah, I mean, my friend even told me that some people were trying to like gatekeep the Hannah Montana Miley concert. Like, if she does do a concert for the anniversary, people were saying like, oh, only if you're like 25 and up, you can only get a ticket if you're 25 and up, because we were the people who actually grew up with her and watched it in real time, and everybody else who was younger watched it in reruns. And in my opinion, I don't think that's right. I don't think it's right for a fan of anybody, of anything, to gatekeep that thing. um, just because somebody is a fan but didn't get the opportunity to watch something in real time, they're still a fan. They still like it. They still want to support it. And they're giving money to your favorite thing. So why are you mad? Don't gatekeep, okay? Like, for example, um, my favorite artist of all time is Rihanna. And a young fan if somebody who just recently got into Rihanna's music and just recently became a fan wanted to like buy tickets to her new concert, and they're like young and didn't grow up with her music, I'm not going to be like, oh no, you don't get to go because you didn't get to grow up with her and see her perform the music in real time when she was releasing it, because you're not a real fan. And I'm like, in order to be a real fan of something, you just have to like something, don't gatekeep people, okay? Also, the thing about Hannah Montana is like the music was primarily made for children. So why are you mad, the people who are 25 and older, why are you mad that children, this new generation of children, like her music and are fans? Like, why are you mad? I never got that. I know, a show. I think it's more likely she'll do a live show on YouTube or something like that. I know, because a lot of people were speculating about what she could be doing. Like, they were throwing out all of these random things, and even like news stories, like headlines were reporting that she could be doing this because she'd be doing a concert and all that stuff. But honestly, all these people were not, obviously not, like Miley Cyrus fans. Like, and when I say that, I mean like Miley Cyrus fans who've been paying attention to her career in the last 5 years or so. Because Miley has been so like, I'm not touring, I am not touring. She's just said it over and over and over again. So I don't think that she's gonna do anything like that. And you're right, she'll probably do like a show, maybe like a little YouTube live stream where she has like the original cast and they all talk about their memories. I don't think it's gonna be anything more than that, in my opinion. But people can speculate all they want. Um, I'm trying to think. You see, it's difficult doing a live stream because you don't have like the editing software, so I can't just like jump cut and delete like my blanking out moments. That is so many different artists. Shakira, Carrie Underwood, Santana, Destiny's Child. Oh, I recently saw that Sofia Vergara and Shakira got like huge 40-foot statues of themselves built in their hometown of Barranquilla in Colombia, because the people of their hometown like really, really admire them and really appreciate them. And I think that that's so beautiful, honestly. Imagine making such a positive impact on the world through art, and the people who you grew up with, who saw you evolve into like becoming this worldwide icon, build a giant statue to commemorate your honor. And they do it while you're still alive to see it. Because that's a thing that I've seen, like when they do a lot of like huge statues for celebrities and stuff, a lot of them is like after the celebrities passed away, so they're not there to see it with their own eyes. But Sofia Vergara and Shakira, they got their statues and it's so beautiful. You should go check them out. It would be cool if she did some interviews talking about the other cast members too. Yeah. I think she's gonna do something like, because I remember in 2020 when COVID hit and the pandemic happened, Miley had like a little interview web show called Bright Minded, where she just like did like a one-on-one interview with a different person in each episode. So one, she was doing it with Emily Osment, and she was kind of like going down memory lane and talking about Hannah Montana and everything. And then she did another one with her father, and then another one with Selena Gomez. And she did a bunch more with a lot of other people. So I think she'd probably do something like that. And I actually do think it's really nice that Miley, in recent years, I would say ever since 2020, when the pandemic hit, Miley has been more accepting of Hannah Montana and everything. Like in 2021, she wrote a 15-year letter, like for the 15-year anniversary of Hannah Montana. She wrote a letter thanking Hannah for everything she's done for her and her career. And I think it was really, really heartwarming to fans because, like, one, that's how we got to know Miley through Hannah. And two, for a very, very long time, Miley tried so hard to like erase Hannah Montana and ignore Hannah Montana from her existence. I would say like from 2010 until 2020. So that entire 2010s decade, she was trying her hardest to like erase Hannah, which I mean, we got some good music, but I'm sad that she was not in love with the character anymore, which I can't blame her because I can't imagine all the pressure and scrutiny that she must have been under. All right. Oh yeah, I did mention because I'm looking at your playlist, Amelia. I did mention Circus. I do like that song by Britney Spears. I think it has one of the most beautiful pre-choruses of any song I've ever heard. Circus, the song. The Killers, the Black Eyed Peas. Are these all like people that you listen to? Because you have a very, very, very expansive music taste, which is good. Because I like so many different types of music and in so many different languages also. Because um, I like French music, I like Greek music, I like Spanish music, I like African music. Um, you can never get enough music. And I also think it's a great way to learn a new language. Yeah, because I remember I took French class for the first 3 years of high school. The first two were with the same teacher, and then the third year was with a different teacher. But that teacher that I had for the first 2 years, Madame Henderson, I'll never forget her. Um, every week, she'd always play a new artist of the week, a new French artist of the week, and we'd listen to their music and everything. And that helped me like really, really learn the language. Um, some of my favorite, well, there were so many different people. There was a French artist named Indila, so Indila. She's really good. My favorite artist there was Stromae, who made Papa Ute. He's good. But my favorite artist, there's M. Pokora, who is married to Christina Milian, who is an American singer and actress, who sang the Kim Possible theme song. So that's cool. But my favorite French artist that Madame Henderson ever introduced me to was Tal, Tal. That's her name, just Tal. She's a French singer. And her biggest hit and my favorite song that she's ever made is a song called Les Sons de la Vie. And the song is basically, how can I explain it in English? Like, Miley Cyrus's song, The Climb? Imagine, like, they both have the same meaning because it's about, like, finding your purpose in life. But Les Sons de la Vie is more dancey. Like, you can dance to it, but it's also inspirational. It's not like a slow ballad like The Climb. But yeah, music is good. I like that people, even if you don't speak the language, you can still like the song and listen to it and learn from it. And it helped me learn a new language. Well, kinda, because I don't know everything. I'm trying to think. I've been doing quite a bit of reading this summer also. I mean, I read a lot. Well, technically, I don't read. I listen to audiobooks on audible.com, not sponsored. But mainly, I just listen to celebrity memoirs. Like, I listen to Britney Spears' memoir, Jessica Simpson, Will Smith, Mariah Carey, Kathy Griffin, Glozell Green, so many different celebrities. I read their memoirs just because it's interesting to know like where they started and how they got to become who they are, Like these are the people who made it. And it's just so inspirational to me, at least. I know that celebrity culture is kind of crumbling and people don't look up to celebrities in the same way that they used to. Because now it's like every other person has a YouTube channel and a lot of them are like very, very successful and have millions and millions of subscribers and followings. So fame is not what it used to be, where only a selected handful were famous and everybody else was just like looking at them like they were gods. But I don't know. I just really like reading celebrity memoirs because I just think that it's inspirational seeing them become who they are. But this summer, I was reading more different types of books. I went back and I reread one book from my childhood, and I also read another book that one of my favorite authors when I was in middle school wrote, but I never read that book by him. I read a different book by him. And it was interesting because it inspired a different thing. But yeah. Do you guys have any like favorite books from childhood? I have a lot. Do you guys remember like Judy Moody and the Not Bummer Summer? That movie was like that movie in elementary school. I remember that was like the kickoff to summer. That is such a movie that you only watch on the first week of summer, like first week of June, and then you never watch it again. You know, some movies are like for a specific time of year. Like, you know how Home Alone, you can only watch that during Christmas. What other movies are like that are like you can only watch them during a specific time of year? Okay, have I seen Hamilton before? Mm-mm. Like the musical, like Alexander Hamilton, that everybody was making like a huge deal about, like during the pandemic. I haven't seen it, but I hear good things about it. Oh my goodness, this microphone is so heavy. Oh, look at it. Like, this is what I use. Ooh, whoa. I bought it in 2022 and it was like, I think it was like $120, but it was worth it because I feel like it helps me sound more professional and look more professional than like talking into my laptop camera or my iPad camera or my iPhone camera. Were you guys ever a fan of like the Pear phones? Do you remember Nickelodeon when they had like, instead of an Apple product, they had pears? And sometimes the phones and the iPads were shaped like pears, which I thought was interesting because like it was creative. I'd say that it was very, very creative. And I remember when I was younger, I actually tried to, because I was very into arts and crafts. So I like created my own Pear phone out of like cardboard and paper, and I just like used colored pencils to like draw in the apps and make it the pear shape. It was a blue Pear phone and it was mine. It didn't work because it was fake and it was made out of cardboard, but I thought it was cute. I did a lot of stuff like that when I was younger, like arts and crafts. I remember one time I made like a book, and it was kind of like the story was basically the same as Cinderella. And I forgot what I called the book, but it was like a physical thing. And I took like paper and I stapled them together to make it like flippable, like a book. It was cute. I left it with my old daycare lady who took care of my sister and I for 3 years. We'd always go to her house. She was a very, very, very nice lady, Yvonne. We learned a lot from her. I remember she made sugar bread. I'm gonna teach you guys what sugar bread is because I'm gonna spread Yvonne's message, spread her light. She's still alive, okay? Don't worry. But anyways, sugar bread is basically like you take a slice of bread, an ordinary slice of bread, and then you slather butter on it. Not slather, because that makes it sound like it's a whole lot of butter. You don't. You just spread a little butter on it, and then you sprinkle sugar on it, and then you like basically shake the sugar off so that it's not like too much. And then boom, you got sugar bread. So there. And then she also made jelly bread and peanut butter bread, but I don't think that those were as creative as sugar bread because that was literally like you just spread jelly on a slice of bread and peanut butter on a slice of bread. But sugar bread was really, that was an invention. She should really have that trademarked because now people are going to steal it because I just gave her away. I just gave away her recipe. Sorry, Yvonne. Okay. Yeah. Okay, some read on the internet archive about the Olsen twins and Bratz dolls being nostalgic. I mean, I was never really into Bratz. I'm sorry. I did like Monster High and I did like Barbie, but I did not like Bratz. I just thought that their heads were way too big, which is, I thought it was way too big for their body, which is weird because I like the Powerpuff Girls and that show is nothing but their giant heads and tiny bodies. And also, this is a side tangent, but I don't really like superhero shows where the superheroes have powers. Because, like, when I was younger, that just made me feel like, ooh, I want to save the world like the Teen Titans, but I can't because I don't have powers. I can't fly. I can't blast a cannon from my arm like Cyborg or shoot star bolts out of my eyes like Starfire. Remember Raven? Azarath Metrion Zinthos. I love Raven. Okay. All right. Your favorite books were Harry Potter when you were little. You liked watching the movies at Christmas times years later. But nowadays you don't consume anything from that series, of course. Well, I mean, Harry Potter, if anything, doesn't that give Halloween and not Christmas? I don't know. That kind of feels like the Nightmare Before Christmas paradox, where it's like, is that a Christmas movie or a Halloween movie? Because I think that the Nightmare Before Christmas, I think that's a Halloween movie. I consider it Halloween, but Harry Potter, I mean, I guess you can watch it whenever you want, but I feel like it's more fitting around Halloween, like spooky season. Or maybe just like fall, winter, when the days are darker and shorter and colder. That's probably what you want to be watching. Okay. What do I think of Wizards of Beyond Waverly Place? Okay. You are neutral and you always love the original. Well, the original show is like my favorite show from childhood of all time. But the reboot, I mean, I think it's okay for a reboot. I feel like it doesn't rely too much on the original show and it has enough original content to like go on for a while. But I just hope that they don't do what Girl Meets World did. Because I did like that show, but sometimes, because I never watched Boy Meets World ever, I mean, I tried, but I couldn't. There was like so many references and so many guest stars from the original show in Girl Meets World that sometimes I just felt so lost watching Girl Meets World, especially towards the last season. And I just hope that Wizards reboot doesn't like do that, doesn't rely too heavily on the original show, even though the original show was like amazing. But I just hope that it can stand on its own. And I'm glad that more people are here. What took y'all so long? Maybe I should have like my notifications like better. Okay, what's my favorite episode of Big Time Rush? Ooh, I'm gonna have to think about that. But while I'm thinking about that, I can say my favorite songs because I made a video about Big Time Rush before. Granted, it was like Big Time Rush versus the Jonas Brothers, but I think I mentioned my favorite songs from Big Time Rush. It's like The City Is Ours, the theme song, Famous. Most of the songs from the first season are like really, really good. And then like I know Big Time Rush had 3 different albums. I think if you can correct me if I'm wrong, but I think the first album was for the first season. The second album was for the second season and the third season. And then the third album was just for the fourth season. Or maybe the third album was for season 3 and 4. Either way, with each passing Big Time Rush album, I know less and less songs. Like I was looking at Spotify at their albums and I knew because their Big Time Rush is on tour right now and I've been trying all summer to get tickets. So that's why, okay. So their first album, I knew every song. The second album, I knew like half. And then the last album, I knew like 2 songs. Some of the songs I never even heard before. I was like, what? Where was I? But I don't know if I can answer if I have a favorite Big Time Rush episode, but I will say I can say my favorite season, season 2, which tends to be the best season of most of these Disney and Nickelodeon shows. Most of them last for only 4 seasons. And the pattern that I've noticed ever since starting this channel is that season 2 tends to be the best season, and then season 3 tends to be the second best season, and then season 1 or season 4 tends to be the worst season depending on the show. But that's generally the pattern that I've noticed with so many different Disney and Nickelodeon shows. Except for like Zoe 101 and Drake and Josh. Those 2 are the only exceptions because I feel like with both of those shows, they get better with each passing season. So like the worst season of Zoe 101 is season 1 and the best season is the last season. And the same thing for Drake and Josh, because both of the shows get way better as time goes on. But they started off rough. Did you know the first season of Drake and Josh only has 6 episodes? 6. I'm used to 26, but not 6. Okay. I need to keep up with your comments. Okay. Yes, as incredible as it may seem, many people associate the movies with Christmas. Really? Harry Potter, Christmas? I mean, I guess people can do what they want to, watch whatever they want whenever they want, but all right. I mean, I guess like Harry Potter has to do with like magic and sorcery, and I guess that can be like Christmas is a magical time, so I guess. You get my thing about reboots. It is hit or miss. Let's hope Wizards Beyond Waverly Place stands on its own. Oh yeah, you love my point of view, and yeah, thank you for congratulations for 5 years on my channel. I can't believe it's been 5 years. I started this when I was 17. And now I'm no longer 17. I'm not gonna say my age, but it's pretty easy to do the math. But yeah, I mean, I made so many videos. I made like over 100, which is weird to think about. But I mean, some of them are fun. I like, because the thing is, like, I don't go back and rewatch my own videos that often. I do like maybe once a year, because you have to understand, like, for a lot of my videos, I research and then I write a whole script and then I film it and then I edit it and then I adjust the sound levels and then I have to I upload it to YouTube, and then I have to check to see if there's any copyright strikes or anything. And then sometimes I have to upload a video like 4 times and like edit out a piece, edit out this, change something just to get around the copyright system, and then I can upload a video. And then I see you guys like comment and react to it and like it, and that's always the best part. The interaction is what I like. I really need to keep up with these comments. Okay. What character on Zoe 101 did I like better, Dana or Lola? Actually, funny enough, I just rewatched Zoe 101 last night. I have not watched the show in probably like 2-3 years, because I like Zoe 101. I've always have, but it's just never been my favorite show. Like, and that's fine. But I'd say I like Lola the most just because she was on the show longer and I know of her character more. Dana, wasn't she like a tomboy-ish character and she was only there for like the first season and the other girls didn't like her or something? The thing is, like, I remember Nicole's personality a lot more than I remember Dana. I don't think her impact on the show was as strong. Do you think she had behind the scenes drama with Jamie Lynn Spears, just like how Alexis Nicole did? The actress who played Nick. Okay, you understand what I'm trying to say. There was drama on Zoe 101, probably the most drama of any Nickelodeon show. And most of it was because of Jamie Lynn Spears, aka the younger sister of Britney Spears. Do you ever feel bad for celebrities who are like the sister of, the brother of, and then knowing that that's how they're going to be referred to as the rest of their life? I mean, it makes you proud for your sibling, but oh my gosh, like you're your own person and you can't. Okay. All right, you're happy about the living in the current time period due to being reminiscent of the early 2010s. Yeah, I mean, I feel like a whole bunch of trends and everything, they always come back. And right now people are sampling music like crazy. I hope that trend stops and people go back to being original, which I think it is. Okay, what do I think of Big Time Rush returning, not just concert, but in movie format? I was like, whoa, it seemed like everything from childhood coming back. Well, I didn't know, are they actually doing a movie? Because if anything, I hope it's like a concert film because, like I said, I've been trying all summer to like get tickets to, oh, it's a movie. Oh, I don't know, because like I like the Big Time Rush TV show, but I think I've said it before that the Big Time Rush movie, like the one when they went to the UK and they were like trying to be spies or whatever. I think that's like one of the worst things that Big Time Rush has ever done. Like, I mean, I understand why they did a movie because the show was popular, but at the same time, I'm like, why did you do a movie if it was going to end up like that? I mean, I'd love to give them a second chance and hope that they redeem themselves because that first movie was just unbelievable. I wonder what the plot would be. Is it about them like reuniting after all these years? Do you think that the boys look the same? Because I think some of them look the same. Some of them look even better than they did back then. And back then they were cute. Like Carlos, for example, easily he looks amazing. He's so beautiful now. I mean, back then he was cute, but he looks so gorgeous, honestly. All right. Oh, you're referring to the weather. Sorry, Amelia. But yeah. Um I hope it's not. In conclusion, I hope that the Big Time Rush movie that they're gonna do, I hope it's nothing like Zoe 102. No shade. Zoe 101 is just so messy. Honestly, that's probably the messiest show from Disney or Nickelodeon. And it's just funny to clown on their messiness. It is. That show is just so messy. I know Victorious is messy, but Zoe 101, that's a whole different level of messiness. Like, I just laugh every time. See, I'm smiling because I can't. Okay, I know I shouldn't be laughing. It's sad, like what happened to Alexa, and how, like, if you don't know, Jamie Lynn Spears is Britney Spears' younger sister, and Jamie Lynn Spears was the star of Zoe 101, and she allegedly was like a bully behind the scenes and got people kicked off the show. And one of the people that she got kicked off was the actress who played Nicole. The actress's name was Alexa Nicholas, I believe. But Alexa was just like a normal, nice girl, and she was a huge Britney Spears fan. And Jamie told Britney, like, hey, Alexa is bullying me. And then Britney came to the Zoe 101 set and like yelled at Alexa. And Alexa, of course, like that's Britney Spears yelling at me. And she was like a young teenager at the time. And of course, that probably just broke her heart. And then she got kicked off the show, which probably even broke her heart even more. But Britney did apologize to her publicly since then, which is nice. Why is Zoe 101 so messy? Okay. Yeah, Big Time Rush was your childhood. The movie was a fever dream now. If they do a movie again, it has to be, yes, it does have to be right. Don't go to the UK, BTR. I mean, not that the UK was at fault for the movie being bad. It was just that maybe I should make a video ranking like movie adaptations of like Disney and Nickelodeon TV shows. And I'm just going to talk about like the live action ones because if I include all the cartoon ones, it's just going to be way too much. Off the top of my head, I can think of Lizzie McGuire, Even Stevens. That's So Raven never got a movie. They were supposed to, but they never did. What else got a movie? The Sweet Life got a movie. That one was also not good. Is it just the male-centric Disney and Nickelodeon shows that get like bad movies? Because all the other ones get good movies. Like Hannah Montana, the movie was good. Wizards of Waverly Place, the movie was probably the best movie from any Disney or Nickelodeon show. What else got a movie? Good Luck Charlie got a movie. That was the last Disney show to get a movie. And then on Nickelodeon side, Drake and Josh got a movie. They got two movies, technically. The one when they went to Hollywood, and then the other one when they, like the Christmas movie. I saw the Hollywood one recently, so I remember what it's about, but I haven't seen the Christmas one in a long time. So I probably have to watch that in order to like include it in my ranking. Why am I tripping? I should include the Proud Family movie. Yes. And also the Kim Possible movies. Okay. What else got a movie? iCarly, well, technically, I Go to Japan is the iCarly movie, technically, because it's like an hour and a half long and it's considered a movie. So is iParty with Victorious, but I don't consider iParty with Victorious a movie. But, you know, iCarly, like, since it came back in 2021 and then the reboot got canceled, they were supposed to come up with a new iCarly movie, like, I don't know, sometime now, soon. And the movie's supposed to like wrap up the cliffhanger at the end of the reboot's cancellation, where we find out that Carly and Freddie are getting married, and then Carly's mom just walks in to the wedding. She was gone for how long? Like 17 years. And then she just walks into Carly and Freddie's wedding. But we never see her face. So we should find out who Carly's mom is. I mean, we saw Sam's mom, but yeah. All right, I'm trying to keep time. I think I'll go for about like half an hour longer, maybe around 8:30, because it's 8 o'clock here where I am right now in the Eastern Standard Time. But I'll go for about half an hour more, then, you know, we got to go to sleep. Because whenever I like do a live stream and I talk for more than 2 hours, my voice just gives out. Okay. Oh, you miss Kendall's hairstyle? I mean, I'm trying to picture it now. Did he have like a reinvention of his hair like as the series goes on? I wonder. And when I was looking at like Big Time Rush's like concert tour thing, they have like VIP upgrades. So you can go to their concert if you get a ticket for around like $50 per person. But then if you want like benefits or something additional, then you have to buy like their different packages. And their first package is like $200 plus the ticket that you already bought. And for that, you get to go to a meet and greet with Big Time Rush like before the concert. And then you get to take a group photo with them. And a group photo is like 4 random people who just take a picture with Big Time Rush. So if you go by yourself, you're just going to be assigned like 3 random people to take a picture with you with Big Time Rush. But if you go with like a group of people, then all of you are going to get to take a picture with Big Time Rush. And then the next upgrade package is like $300 plus the ticket that you bought. And for that, you get to do the meet and greet and you get to take a solo photo with Big Time Rush, which I really, 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 really want to do. And then the other packages are just way too expensive, $800, $1,200. And for both of those, you get to have the meet and greet, you get to take a solo picture with them, plus you also get to sit like by the stage in a little VIP section and watch them perform 3 songs. So you're only in that section for 3 songs. And then if you spend like $1,200 on the like top tier benefit package, then you get to do all that stuff, but you also get to like hang out with Big Time Rush in their lounge or whatever. That'd be really interesting for a video, but I generally don't like spending money to make my YouTube videos, even though like, I mean, I'll spend money on equipment. Like I spend money on this microphone. I spend money like on my cameras and stuff and lighting. And the only time I can think of where I spent money for an actual video is when I did the cameo thing for David Henry to get him to like answer my questions about Wizards of Waverly Place. That was sweet. I'm glad he actually responded. I mean, I paid him like $70, so he better. Wizards of Waverly Place is similar to Full House, Drake and Josh, and Zoe 101 with seasonal progression. Yeah, because you think like how each season is better than the last one? Well, Full House has so many seasons that it's like hard to tell what season is better than the other. But yeah. Okay, please let that be your next video's ranking. That'd be awesome. Sweet Life was a hot mess, not gonna lie. I don't know which was worse, the Sweet Life movie or the Big Time Rush movie because they were so bad. I don't know why. Like, and then I want to say like it's like maybe it's just like the male-led TV shows that get bad movie adaptations, but no, because Drake and Josh got 2 good movies, 2, and Sweet Life and Big Time Rush couldn't even get 1. So, and both of those shows like were excellent. So I don't know what that was about. Do you think the Sweet Life movie would have been different and better if the movie had taken place during the original series, like when they were in the hotel as opposed to the cruise ship? Because I know a lot of people say that the Sweet Life on Deck is like substantial, whatever, a lot worse than the original show. I do have to agree though, because like they didn't have Esteban, they didn't have London. I feel like the original show had a lot more diversity. Even though the Sweet Life on Deck, they got to go to like all sorts of different countries. They probably did offend a lot of countries though, honestly. And then you have to keep in mind that Disney, especially at the time, was like airing its shows in so many different countries. So imagine if you're watching an episode of The Sweet Life on Deck and you're from, I don't know, if you're from Japan and then you see, oh, The Sweet Life on Deck is coming to my country. Oh, they just offended my entire culture. Oh, yeah. You gave the iCarly revival a chance earlier this year. It wasn't that bad. Oh yeah, you're just glad that it doesn't have that man attached to it. Yeah, hopefully we do find out who Carly's mom is because that was the biggest mystery of the original show. And I feel like after 18 years, we need to find out the answer. Okay, sorry if I'm like going quiet. I'm just reading the comments because I like talking, but I do have to answer your guys' questions. Okay. The name of the actress who played Dana on Zoe 101 is Kristen Herrera. Yes. I remembered that subconsciously, but once you said it, I was like, yes, I know. I remember what she looks like too. Okay. You remember when you discovered my channel, you were finding nostalgia retrospective in 2020 or 2021? Oh yeah. It was a good escape. Oh, I'm glad you found my videos way back then. Wow. Yeah. I've been making videos for a long time. Actually, that video was like the first video I made that like really blew up. And I didn't really expect it to do that because it was one of the first videos that I've made. And actually, I didn't expect this channel to go as far as it did because I was just, in all honesty, I was just making videos just for the fun of it. Just because I like Disney, I like Nickelodeon, I love television, especially children's entertainment. I thought that they were doing a lot of really cool stuff, and I thought that a lot of people were not talking about it. Scratch that. A lot of people were not talking about it in the way that I wanted people to talk about it. Like, nobody made a video talking about how Shake It Up did the Make Your Mark competition, because I thought that was really cool and really interactive to like get the kids dancing, because the show's about dancing, and then they get kids to like submit their dancing and then they get to dance on the show. I thought it was cool how Hannah Montana did a real life tour, you know, taking a fictional character, pop star, and bringing her into the real world. I thought it was really cool how so many of these shows, especially because I feel like children's entertainment is so overlooked by so many different people because they're like, oh, that's for kids. We don't care about that. Let's watch Breaking Bad, which is a good show. But like these kids shows, a lot of people put a lot of thought into it and everything. By the way, did you guys see the new season of Phineas and Ferb? Not technically a reboot because it's like the same show, but they're back. And I think that they're still making new episodes because I only saw the first 10 episodes on Disney Plus. But yeah, I'm glad that you guys like my videos and that you guys watch me and that you guys stick around, even though I'm not like the most consistent uploader. But I hope that every time I come back with quality. And it's just crazy to me that I've been doing this for 5 years now and that I've managed to build, you know, an audience. And I do make money from YouTube. I do. That's cool. It is. It's nice. Oh, I mean Maddie, not London. Yes, sorry. London was in both The Suite Life of Zack and Cody and The Suite Life on Deck. Maddie was the one who was not. I'm sorry. You know, how am I mixing them up and I'm not mixing up Zack and Cody? Oh, Kristen was fired for pushing Alexa Nicholas into a rock while filming the final episode of season 1. Poor Alexa. She could just... Girl can't catch a break. Honestly. Violence is never the answer, people. That's sad. I did not know that. Thank you, Aniru. What about PBS Kids and DCI Entertainment? Growing up, I didn't really watch PBS Kids that much because I had like the premium channels on cable, so I could watch Disney and Nickelodeon and Cartoon Network. And why watch Word Girl when I can watch Total Drama? No shade to Word Girl, that was a good show. You know, a black girl superhero who had a monkey as a sidekick. You just... why? Why? Okay. So Miley says she might be bringing Hannah Montana back next year, and you heard that... Oh, when you heard that, you were thinking of me because of how much I love Hannah Montana and how I have Rockstar for my intro. Yes. Okay, remember when I first came out with my intro in like the first episode of like season 2 of this channel, way back in 2021? You guys really, really, really liked that new intro. I'm glad you liked it, and I've kept it ever since. But yeah. I'm actually... Well, I talked about this a little bit earlier in the live stream, but I don't... Because Miley did a radio interview like a few weeks ago, and she mentioned that she wanted to do something very special for the 20-year anniversary of Hannah Montana. And that's when like a lot of fans went crazy because they were like, what could it be? Could it be a concert? Could it be a tour? Could it be a reunion special, a movie? What... like literally anything. Honestly, we'll never know until March because that's when the anniversary is. But personally, I don't think that she's going to do a concert or a tour or a movie or anything. Personally, I think that she's just going to do like maybe like a Zoom video chat with the original cast members of the show, like Mitchell Musso, Emily Osment, Moises Arias, Jason Earls. By the way, did you know Jason Earls was actually married the entire time that Hannah Montana was filming? But every time he had to do an interview, he had to refer to his wife as his girlfriend. The ridiculousness. But anyways, I don't think that Miley is going to do anything more than a little Zoom thing because, well, one, she said she said it over and over again how she really, really, really does not want to do a tour or do a concert, and that's just for her own music. So I don't think that even if she brought Hannah back, I don't think she'd do a tour or a concert for Hannah. I just don't see it. But I'm glad that she's like more accepting of Hannah Montana because it took a long time. The entire 2010s decade, she was pushing Hannah away. From 2010 Can't Be Tamed until like 2020 when COVID finally hit. That's when she like began to accept Hannah again. Okay. Okay, you were fine with iCarly and Wizards of Waverly Place coming back, but not Hannah Montana. I mean, for me, it is what it is. If it comes back, cool. If it doesn't, I'll be fine. There's a lot of stuff that like are nostalgia for me that if they don't come back, like I'll still love it for what it is and all that it has been and everything. Okay, what's my favorite Hannah Montana outfit from every season? Oh, okay. I should probably like pull out pictures because I don't think that I'll describe them properly. From season 1, my favorite outfit is the one where she has like the blue. Okay. Hang on. I'm looking up. Because out of every show from my childhood, I feel like Hannah Montana has the most like distinct difference between each season. Like you can clearly tell this is season 1, this is season 2, this is season 3, this is season 4, because each season looks so different. But and I don't think you can tell that with a lot of other TV shows. Okay, so this is my favorite. Can you see it? That's my favorite season 1 outfit. Okay. Season 2, I feel like season 2 had a lot of better looks. Oh no, I don't like that one. Maybe I like the one with the gold, this one. I don't like that smile because it looks creepy, but I do like the gold. And I also like this one from season 2. There we go. Season 3 is my favorite season of Hannah Montana. It's always been. I know season 2 is technically the best, but season 3 is my favorite. Best and favorite can be different. She had a lot of styles. My sister says her favorite season of Hannah Montana is season 4. And it's funny because that's like the most hated season from a lot of fans. But I will say I do think that the soundtrack for season 4 is the best Hannah Montana soundtrack. Probably because like Miley has grown so much as a vocalist from like season 1 to season 4. And it's actually like really nice watching these Disney shows and Nickelodeon shows and watching them grow as like go back and watch season 1 of That's So Raven and then watch season 4 of That's So Raven and see how Raven has grown as a comedic actress. Like she was funny in season 1, but she's so much more funny in season 4. And then with Selena Gomez, go watch her in season 1 of Wizards and then season 4 of Wizards and then see how much she's grown as like a dramatic actress. Ooh, I like this. This is cute. Yes, season 3. I'm sorry about the glare. I have all the lights on in here. Okay, I'm gonna read your comments while I'm looking for more outfits. You never liked Hannah Montana, but her songs are nice though. Oh, Amelia. Okay. Yes, to be honest, I knew he was playing a character twice his age. Your sister and I did. Yeah. I mean, I think everybody knew that Jason Earls was older than the character that he was playing. And I read a book called Disney High, which talked about like the behind the scenes stuff of a lot of different Disney projects. But the thing is, because Jason was so much older, he acted as like a bridge between the cast and the crew, because a lot of times, because the cast on the show was so young, they didn't know 100% what the directors wanted from them. And then Jason talked to the other actors and acted as like a bridge between the two, and he was really helpful. So if one good thing came out of a 27-year-old playing a teenager, there was that. So yeah. Oh, Anira, you like the first outfit that I showed you? Yeah, the blue from season 1. I found this. It's like a whole like collage of season 3 outfits. I don't know which one's my favorite, but there's a whole lot of them. So yeah. Congrats to whoever did that and took the time to do that. That's a real fan. Okay. You're gonna say Wizards on Deck with Hannah Montana was the Infinity War crossover? Honestly, I don't know much about like Marvel and stuff like that. I was never into superhero movies because like I like that they saved the world and I like that they were good people. I just didn't like that I couldn't do the same thing that they did because I couldn't fly like Batman and I couldn't, shoot whatever web out of my hand like Spider-Man. And then it made me as a child like sad that I couldn't do that, but it also made me look at them like they were crazy because like why is Iron Man like how hot do you think that Iron Man suit is? Like that looks like 200, 300 pounds of metals that he's strapping onto his body every single day. And he has to like run around and do actions in that. That's just too much for me. Oh, that's so cute. I'll save that for the end when I have to go. It's Miley doing a little like peace sign. Bonus points for whoever can name why this moment was iconic with that outfit. Okay. Okay, you remember your sister and you had a karaoke game in 2009. One of the Hannah Montana songs was Ice Cream Freeze, Superstar. It was the game with Demi Lovato, Selena Gomez, Jonas Brothers, Taylor Swift, different artists. That game was so fun. Isn't it weird that like at the time that the Disney stars were doing their thing, like 2009, 2010, Demi, Miley, Selena, Jonas, isn't it interesting how they like lumped Taylor Swift in with those people, even though Taylor wasn't a Disney artist, just because she was a teenager and she was popular, so she got lumped in with them. I mean, she was friends with them. Like, who else would Taylor have hung out with at the time, anyways? Oh yeah, she did perform "Nobody's Perfect" in that outfit. You got it, Aniru. Bonus points. Yay. Iconic. Okay, that's how you feel about Wizards of Waverly Place. You're so glad that we didn't lose Selena due to the kidney transplant. Yeah, that was sad that she had to go through that way back in 2017 with the kidney. Life can be difficult, but I'm glad she persevered. Actually, should I do a little trivia, like different Disney and Nickelodeon show trivia? Okay. Aw, this is a fun live chat I've ever have. I've always missed your past live streams because you were shy and now you're feeling confident. Well, Deanna, I'm glad I could help you feel confident. I'm glad that you and others like watching me talk. I don't know. I'm just like a random person who loves Disney. and I'm glad that other people love it too. Yeah, let's do a little trivia for a few minutes while I'm okay, I don't want it to be too obvious, so I'm gonna look for something a little obscure. Okay, so this one I'm gonna do something from an iCarly episode, and you guys have to tell me what iCarly episode it is. I mean, I feel like this is gonna be obvious because it's like one of the most popular episodes of the show. No. I have to zoom in because I don't want it to be like, because it's gonna say the episode title if I don't zoom in. Okay. What episode is this from? Do you guys see it? What episode is that? Should I like give you guys like 15 seconds? If you guys know what iCarly episode that is? I Got a Hot Room. Yes. Y'all got it. Okay. Season 3. Yes. Deanna, I'm so glad you said that, especially because Nickelodeon is so weird about how they categorize seasons. Because let's say I film 20 episodes and that's season 1, right? And then I film another 20 episodes and that's season 2, right? But Nickelodeon has this thing where sometimes they film a batch of episodes, but then they cut that batch in half and then they call it 2 separate seasons, even though it was all filmed together. So, and that just is really confusing and everything. So if you ask some people, iCarly has 5 seasons. If you ask some people, iCarly has 6 seasons, because they took technically what is season 2 and they split that into 2 different seasons. So iCarly season 1 is that's accurate, but then season 2 is accurate, and then season 3 is technically season 2 part 2, but then the true season 3 is the one that started with I Got a Hot Room. And then you could always tell because like with these shows in season 3 the characters look so much more grown, and then they always do something to like revamp the show. Oh yeah. Okay, let's do another trivia thing. I have to keep up. Okay. I want to do another Nickelodeon one. Maybe Big Time. Okay. This one's funny because I saw her on my I saw this character on my timeline not too long ago. So I'm gonna pull out a random character from Big Time Rush, and you guys have to tell me who this character is, okay? I'm gonna try to cover her name. Who is that? Who that girl? Who is she? From Big Time Rush. You know the music that they have like doo 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 waiting for people. Yeah, Kelly Wainwright. I'm not gonna lie, I didn't even know her last name like that, but I did know it was Kelly, and she like held it down because you know Gustavo was crazy. He was, and you know Gustavo, the actor that plays him, he is actually on tour with Big Time Rush. He's like their I don't know if he's their opening act, but he's there on tour with them. Maybe he has his own like section where he's performing, because I didn't see any videos. Like, of course, they have videos of people who went to the tour, and oh yeah, I did mean Jeopardy, but yeah, of course they have videos of like the tour and everything, but I didn't like see any of them on purpose because I didn't want to have any interference. Because if I actually do get to go to the concert, I don't want any like prior. I didn't want anything spoiled for me. That's why. Because I might, if I do go see Big Time Rush in concert this summer, I'm most likely gonna do a video on it, and I'm most likely gonna post it on YouTube, and I want my reaction to be genuine. So that's why I've been trying to avoid like fans talking about the concert and reacting to the concert because I want my reaction to be true. And I'm fighting so hard, you all, to like go, even if I have to like go across the country, because I'm considering going to San Francisco to go see them. And I don't live anywhere near San Francisco. I live on the East Coast. So the fact that I'm willing to go to San Francisco just to support them, they're my boys. And the only thing I'm scared of in San Francisco is like earthquakes. All right. Let me think of another trivia thing. I did a few Nickelodeon. Let me do some Disney. Oh. Duh. So this next one is about Good Luck Charlie. Can anybody tell me the name? Ooh, wait. No. Okay. Who is that? I'm sorry about the glare. It's just like overexposing all these people. Who's that baby? Yep. Toby Duncan. Can you believe that when Toby was born, they wanted to rename the show to like Good Luck Toby? Oh, look at this, like a little reunion of the cast. But I don't remember Toby being that. Do you guys remember him being that close in age to Mia, who played Charlie? And how come everybody, they look like they're not blonde anymore? I know it's hard to tell with the glare, but like Jason Dolly and Bridget Mendler, who played PJ and Teddy, they look like they're brunette now. And Charlie, Mia, she has like a dirty blonde look. Do you guys remember when I made that video about like how Mia was getting death threats? A literal 5-year-old? That was ridiculous. Okay, you saw Ali and Ali. Do you mean Ali and AJ in concert? But yeah, they were cool. Remember Potential Breakup Song? And I know they were in the movie Cowbells together, which that's such a weird movie because I always start that movie, but I never finish it. Maybe I should. I do have a lot of time off this month, so. All right, let me find another trivia thing. Life with Derek, that was a crazy show because there were so many fans shipping Casey and Derek, and I felt like I was missing something because first of all, they're siblings. Granted, they're step siblings, but they're still siblings, and they were not putting out like romantic feelings for each other. If anything, they hated each other more than any sibling duo I've ever seen in real life or on TV. So the fact that like fans were trying to like ship them, because the shipping wasn't in the show. I didn't see it. I just saw hatred. So, I mean, I saw that some of the actors were trying to like do a little reunion, which I think is cute whenever these shows do a little reunion. Oh, let me do like a cartoon trivia question, like one of the cartoon shows. Maybe Cartoon Network. Yes. Um okay, I know. So this is for the people who followed Total Drama. So each season is like in a different setting. So if you can tell me what is this season called this season of Total Drama. Like, don't say like season 1, season 2. I mean like Total Drama blank. This is the season. If you can't see, they have the movie trailers, and they were on sets, and every episode was like themed after a movie. I know, sorry. I wish I had the technology to like insert higher quality images in here, but keep in mind this is a live stream. It's not like a video where I can edit and do all the movie magic. I don't know, because I feel like I'm always in my element when I'm editing. Just to give you a hint for this trivia question, like some seasons of Total Drama are called like Total Drama World Tour, Total Drama All Stars. So this season, where they're on a movie lot and they sleep in trailers, what is it called? Or do you guys not know? Did I stump you? Did I finally do it? Are you guys looking up the answers? Probably. I mean, there's no way for me to like see if you're cheating or not, but it's fine. Um, hang on. Oh yeah, the not to mention the WB and UPN merging into CW. Don't remind me, because when that happened, when UPN merged into the CW, so many iconic black sitcoms got canceled. Like Half and Half got canceled. EVE got canceled. Wow. That was a sad day in 2006 for Black people. Yeah, Bridget dyed her hair. Yeah, it is sad that they did that to Mia. She was only 5. Okay, you forgot about... Yeah, Disney did forget about Life with Derek, because that they should. But I am sad that they also forgot about Gamer's Guide to Pretty Much Everything, because that was a good show. Well, it wasn't. It was an okay show, but it starred Cameron Boyce, and he was good in that show. I've made a whole video about that show, so I love the fact that I can just say, oh, I made a video about that, go watch that. I made a video about that, go watch that. See, when you have the catalog, when you do something for a long enough time, it's fun. Oh no, the season was actually called Total Drama Action. All right. Are you guys up for a few more trivia questions, and then we can call it a night? Okay. And then I can show you the cute photo of Miley before I go. Ooh, this one's not gonna be like a picture, it's gonna be a question. So this one is about the Sweet Life... Oh wait, I just gave away the answer. Oh, okay, the question was gonna be, what TV show did Chris Brown guest star on, but the episode got like hidden because of Chris Brown's attack on Rihanna in 2009? And then the answer, which I accidentally gave away, was The Sweet Life on Deck. He was on an episode in the 3rd season, and that episode also starred the Cheetah Girls minus Raven. Yeah, sorry I gave away that answer, but at least now y'all know. Oh, okay. I'll do this one. Okay. So, what Disney artist had a song that was filmed in a desert. And the song, I don't know if I should call the song was called A Year Without Rain, and it was filmed in the desert. Who was the artist? Do 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 do. Yeah, Selena Gomez. Well, and the scene. Who is the scene? We don't know, but they were there. There she is in the desert singing about no rain. I knew she was sweating in that. A giant dress like that in the desert, the hot California desert, with like all the droughts and everything. um, I'm trying to think of another question to ask because it's like I'm thinking of a question and then you guys are asking questions, so it's like question overload. Yes, we left Zach and Cody with Cheetah Girls. Yeah. Oh, you already knew, so it's fine. Okay. What's my favorite Miley Stewart outfits? I don't know. I'm trying to think because I feel like a lot of them would be from Hannah Montana Forever because I feel like a lot of the Hannah outfits did not age well, but a lot of the Miley outfits did, especially the ones from the later seasons. I mean, it's not so much her outfits that I remember the most, it's just her hair, especially in the last season. I made a whole video about that 2010. Oh, okay. Here's a fun question. So, what Disney star was so over their show, like just hated it so much that by the time it was the final season of their show and they had to do a photo shoot, instead of being there for the photo shoot, Disney had to hire a model to pretend to be that person, and then they superimposed the actress's face onto the model because Miley Cyrus. Yeah. You got it. You got it, Amelia. Oh, yeah, Selena Gomez, A Year Without Rain in Wizard season 3 episode. Yeah, the one where um she finds Mason in the woods and brings her back. I love season 3, honestly. I think I think it had potential to be the best season of the show if Disney wasn't so, cuz season 3 of Wizards had 30 episodes, and most TV shows that are not like Disney or Nickelodeon, especially like not the kids ones, they have like 22 episodes per season. And this was back then. And the reason they do that is because with 22 episodes, you can air the TV show from September to May, but with 30, you can air it year round. And a lot of Disney shows were like year round shows where they had a new episode no matter what like month it is. They'd never like went on a hiatus like for summer, which a lot of network TV shows did. So a lot of Disney shows they had to do 30 episodes or more per season. Generally not for the first season because like they're still figuring things out, figuring out if the show is popular. But once the show is popular, they do like 30 episodes. Like season 2 of Wizards had 30, season 3 had 30, and then season 4 had 29. And I understand why they make so many episodes. But if they had stuck to like the 22 episodes that other networks did and cut out like some of the weak filler episodes, then I generally think that season 3 had the potential to be the best season of Wizards of Waverly Place because it has some of the best episodes of the entire show, but it also has some of the worst episodes of the entire show, honestly. Oh yeah, Miley Cyrus, Hannah Montana Forever. It was her rebellion, Can't Be Tamed era. Yeah, And I know some fans also say like, "Oh, season 1 and 2, she was so interested in the show, but then season 3 and 4, she did not like the show anymore." And I'm like, no. Season 3, she was still into it. Like, don't lump season 3 in with season 4 just because season 4 got all of you mad. Season 3 is my favorite season of Wizards, and is generally my favorite season of most of these Disney and Nick shows. Season 3 is my favorite season of Good Luck Charlie. It's my favorite season of Wizards. It's my favorite season of Hannah Montana. That's So Raven. Season 3 was very interesting because it overshadowed. It was a strange case because that season overshadowed like the entire show. Because I don't know if I have a favorite season of that show, honestly. Oh, y'all want another question? Okay. Ooh, I got it. Well, I have to look up the picture first. But what TV show did a young Justin Bieber guest star on? Are y'all ready? Do 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 do. I'm looking for the picture to find him in the TV show. Do y'all know what TV show a young Justin Bieber guest starred on? I can give you a hint. It's a Nickelodeon show, and it was in 2010. So back when he was doing Baby and Never Say Never. So that era of Justin. He was so young. Oh gosh. Victoria's Crush promo. That's a good guess. I mean, he was there, but he was also actually like in an actual episode of a show. Hang on. I gotta wipe my nose off screen. Sorry about that. Maybe I shouldn't have verbalized what I was doing. I should have just, okay. Did you guys guess, or should I just tell you? All right, I'll just tell you, or show you rather. There is a young Justin Bieber in Keke Palmer's Nickelodeon show, True Jackson VP. And there you see Justin singing in a recording booth, and there is Keke as her character True, and her best friend Ryan, played by Matt Shively, and they're pretending to be Pizza Man and trying to deliver a pizza to Justin Bieber, even though I don't think he asked for a pizza in this episode, but they just wanted an excuse to see him. And then he performs in the school. Yeah, True Jackson VP. I know I like y'all know that I love television more than I like movies. And because of that, I don't really talk about like a lot of the Disney and Nickelodeon movies as much as the shows. But for this last one, let's do a little. Oh, you had a question about your thought about Mason. Can I scroll up? Let me see. Oh yeah, you detest Mason too because you're a Juliet and Justin shipper. Alex deserves better, like Dean with Mason. Clearly needs anger management. He was a hot mess. Yeah, I actually thought, because I did make a video about this. I mean, y'all already know, but I do think that Dean was the perfect match for Alex. Like, he cared about her. He was nice. He was sweet. And the relationship didn't feel rushed like it did with Mason. Like, I think the only reason that they made Mason endgame for Alex and not Dean is because Mason was a magical creature and Dean was just a regular guy. But I thought that plot could have worked more, like a wizard with a non-magical person would have made for a more interesting tension than a wizard who is a magical creature dating another magical creature. And then they have more so many issues between them, magical issues, and not like real people issues. Because if Alex did end up with Dean and that was her end game, I do think that it would help the show feel more grounded, especially in its later seasons. Because I know that, sorry about that. I know that a lot of people, their criticism of the later seasons of Wizards is because, well, one, Mason, but two, they feel like the show became less grounded and was too much about like the wizard world and the magical creatures and not enough about like wizard kids, like real kids who just so happen to be wizards. So yeah. We can go for, I said I was gonna stop at 8:30, but clearly we're pushing closer towards 9 than 8:30, but I do have to end this soon, so I'm just giving you guys like the 10-minute warning, okay? So you're not like caught off guard. Also, my laptop is gonna die soon. It's at 20%, so I think it can only give like 10 more minutes. But yeah, oh yeah, Justin and Juliet, I do think that they should have been Endgame. Well, technically they were in the original show, because in the finale, like she came back a few episodes before the finale, and then they restarted their relationship. And then in the final episode, they were together. But once the reboot happened, like she was nowhere to be seen. And that's most likely because Bridget Mendler has largely moved on from acting and is now like a CEO of some space tech company. Like she's crazy smart. And I'm like, she could sing, she can act, and she can do science stuff. If that doesn't say girl power, I don't know what does. Funny enough, I was actually like listening to like old Disney songs. Do you guys remember Bridget Mendler's song "We Can Change the World"? You're a real one if you remember that. That was everywhere in 2011. Yeah. Sorry about all my sniffling and everything. It's just this time of year, like, this time of year, like August, September, with the seasons changing, because I live in the north right now, and in the north, like when it's summer, it's summer. When it's fall, it's fall. Like, and the transition between seasons is so like jarring, and people get allergies all the time. So sorry about that. It was different when I lived in the South. It was just like the same season all year round, which I never had allergies then. And they have good food too. They have Waffle House in the South. I miss that so much. But every time I travel, I make sure to go. The Waffle House is a priority. If you've ever eaten there, that is, then you're lucky. Okay, and your fan fiction story, Wizards Lost to Wizards, is, yeah, that was a bop. You remember Hurricane. Hurricane is actually my favorite song that Bridget has ever made. Especially in the second verse, like right before the chorus, when she says, well, when she sings the word cold, but she like holds the high note. Amazing. She is so talented. I mean, I'm glad that she's like, and Hurricane is better. Hurricane is better than Ready or Not. It is. Did you guys see the remix of like Hurricane and Party in the USA, like the mashup? Like, because those two songs, they go really well together. I like making mashups of different songs that people think wouldn't go together, like just in my free time. Like I made a mashup of Britney Spears' song "Me Against the Music" with Akon's song "Smack That." Those two, they have like the same melody. If you guys want to know, I mean, I posted it on my Instagram, so if you guys want to go check that out, it sounds good. I like it. Unless Instagram copyrighted it and you guys can't hear it. Because sometimes when you post stuff like music stuff, well, and videos, on like TikTok and Instagram because I generally use those platforms to like promote my videos here. Um, and sometimes because I use clips from like different Nick shows and Disney shows and stuff. Sometimes when I post a video on Instagram or on TikTok, it gets like blocked because of the copyright. Copyright is just a mess, y'all. Excuse me. Uh, mm, you're just talking about the anthems. There are so many anthems out there. There's a petition to have Party in the USA become the national anthem of the United States. I'd vote. I listen to that every 4th of July. And I heard somebody like this happens every year around the 4th of July. People are like, which is the better 4th of July song? Fireworks by Katy Perry or Party in the USA by Miley Cyrus? And I'm just like, obviously, Party in the USA. Okay, Wizards Pod was a fun podcast, but you stopped watching it because they were acting shady with Jake and David. Oh, David Henry. Okay, it's chill sometimes, but they are not organized with episodes. You give it 8 out of 10. Okay. Yeah, I saw it I used to watch it, but then I was like, why did they stop making videos? Oh yeah, Peter Marietta was fired when season 3 was done. I remember that. I read that in the book Disney High, and I did talk about it in my Disney High live stream. Because Disney, if I remember correctly from the book, they said, hey, Peter, because at the time, Wizards of Waverly Place was the only Disney or Nickelodeon show that was winning Emmy Awards. All of them were nominated, like all the popular ones, but Wizards was the only one that ever won, like repeatedly. It won 3 times during its run. iCarly was nominated a bunch, never won. Victorious was nominated a bunch, never won. Hannah was nominated a bunch, never won. It was only Wizards that won. And in 2010, Wizards was nominated twice. One was for the movie, and then one was for the 3rd season. And Disney said, hey, Peter, since you worked on, he worked on both the movie and season 3 of the show. But they said, hey, if the movie Wizards wins the Emmy, then you get to be on for season 4. But if the TV show season 3 wins the Emmy, then you're out of Disney. And it turns out that year, the Wizards movie won the Emmy Award, but Disney still fired him. Fired him as an executive producer. Disney is so shady. Yeah, you should check out Disney High. It's a really interesting book. But before you check it, you should check out my Disney High live stream, just in case you don't want to sit through all that. Because the book, like I read it on Audible, and it took like 20 hours to listen to. But my live stream is only 2 hours, and I break it down as best as I can. All right, I'm going to get into these final comments before I have to go, because I've been talking for like 2 hours. And funny enough, my voice doesn't feel like it's giving out. It's just my nose that's just running like crazy. I don't know. I usually carry tissues with me, but I left them. Okay. Okay, what's my favorite Demi Lovato songs from her first 2 albums? I did, because a few months ago, I wanted to make a video doing like a little, like my version of a Grammy Award. But I wanted to do it for like Disney and Nickelodeon stars and their musical projects while they were on Disney. And I went back and I listened to Demi Lovato's early songs. I'm so sorry. I liked Get Back. I I don't remember La La Land, but I did also listen to some of the Jonas Brothers songs, and I liked Paranoid. That was good. That's why season 4 was off, since Peter Muriata, yeah, he was fired. Yeah, that's why season 4 was different. I just think the only thing that made season 4 bad was, one, Mason was there all the time. He should not have been a prominent. I don't know. I just think that the biggest issue that most fans have with season 4, like I said before, is that they leaned too heavily into like the wizard aspect of the show, and it wasn't grounded anymore. Like, it wasn't grounded in reality. Like, they had a whole saga towards the end of season 4 where Alex and Harper lived in a magical wizard apartment. Well, magical creature apartment, the 13th floor. And I'm like, the show is called Wizards of Waverly Place. Why are you making episodes where they do not live on Waverly Place? That was a big jump the shark moment for the show. It always happens, like, in season 4 of these shows. Okay. Yeah, you should definitely check out my Disney High live stream. Okay, what episodes from season 3 of Wizards seemed like filler episodes? Oh, I'll name them. Because I was gonna do, there are so many episode video ideas that I have. Like I said, you guys see I have over 100 videos, but I probably have over 300 video ideas that I've scrapped and always wanted to do, but just never did, and just never could figure it out. But I'll tell you which videos that I thought, or which episodes I thought were filler. But let me pull out the episode list so I can like see. But I definitely know the cockroach episode, that's number 1. That one has got to go. When Jerry turned into a giant bug, that was not it. Okay. Oh, the season 3 premiere where Justin created a Franken monster girl to like guard his room and keep Alex out. Got to go. I'm going to try to eliminate 8 episodes so that it can go down from 30 to 22. And I'm counting the hour-long specials as 2 episodes, okay? Okay. We can keep the Halloween episode because I feel like a show like Wizards needed a Halloween episode. I'm actually kind of surprised that the Halloween episode didn't happen sooner, like in season 1. You would think that for a show like Wizards, that a Halloween episode would happen in season 1 or 2. But no, it didn't happen until season 3. Monster Hunter, we can get rid of that episode because I feel like it made, no, not Monster Hunter, 3 Monsters, because that episode made Justin look like he was not smart at all. Like, he was so out of character in that episode, where he didn't realize that the Monster Hunters were after his Monster Hunter girlfriend, Juliet. We can keep Night at the Laserama. We can keep Dollhouse. We can keep Marathon Harper, Alex Charms a Boy, Wizards vs. Werewolves. We can keep Positive Alex. We can keep Detention Election because that's Stevie's introduction. Dude looks like Shakira. Of course, we're keeping that because Shakira, yes. Eat to the Beat, we can get rid of that. So that's what, 4 episodes? Frankengirl, 3 Monsters, Eat to the Beat, and then the cockroach episode. So that's 4 episodes I got rid of. We can get rid of Third Wheel. We can get rid of Western Show, where like they go back in time and Mr. Larry Tate and Cowboys and like they turn the Wizards sub shop into like a saloon, like, you know, old school Western style. We can get rid of that because I never liked like the Western episodes of shows. There's an episode of the Powerpuff Girls, the original version, where it was like a Wild Wild West version, and it was called like the Steam Puff Girls, and they had like steam engines on their back, and that helped them fly. I didn't like it. I don't like Western versions, like, you know, the Wild Wild West with cowboy. I don't like that. Okay, so I got rid of 6 episodes. We can get rid of. Sorry. Okay, 2 more episodes. Let me see. We can get rid of Captain Jim Bob Sherwood, where Alex and Justin work together to create a comic book. I don't really dislike that episode. I just think it's like average and not one of the most memorable episodes. And then one last episode, I guess Delinquent Justin, where we find out that Alex, like Justin graduates high school, and then we find out that 4 years ago, Alex sent Justin to college, and then it's just weird. Okay, so yeah, those are my filler episodes. I'm gonna read these few last comments, and then I got to go. Okay, you stopped watching after the summer of 2011. Okay. Thank you for an awesome stream. It was a fun blast after a long day at work. Good escape for a brief moment. Aw, thank you, Deanna. I'm glad that you were able to join. That is the best season of the show, in my opinion. Yes, season 3 is the best season. It's just, it has a lot of high highs and a lot of low lows. The bug episode was gross. Halloween episode was great. You feel like Justin's characterization in season 3 and 4 was all over the place. In season 2 and 1, he was fine. It just depends on the writer. Yeah. And funny enough, David Henry actually wrote an episode in season 3 and another episode in season 4. So he did have some control on how Justin was supposed to be, at least for those episodes. So interesting. Okay. You wouldn't get rid of Monster Hunter? I mean, it's not as bad as 3 Monsters. Because that episode, Monster Hunter, is all about like Alex leveling up and evolving and trying to be like a better wizard to catch up to Justin. So, but 3 Monsters was just Justin being dumb. Sorry to like, I don't want to offend people, but yeah, Justin just being not smart. Okay. You're a writer. Progression shifts. Justin probably had traits that over-exaggerated his worst traits. Yeah, I mean, I did make a video. Honestly, take a sip every time I say I made a video about, okay. I made a video not too long ago. Well, of course, but basically it's called Wizards from Beginning to End. And I did that for the 15-year anniversary of the show back in 2022. And I talked about how like each main wizard sibling, how their character changed from season to season. And the trend with Alex was that she got better as each season went on, and Justin got worse as each season went on. No, he was good in season 1, great in season 2, bad in season 3, worse in season 4. And then Max, like, he kept getting worse until season 4 when he was his best. So yeah, go check that out. Go check out my Disney High live stream, and go check out any of my other videos if y'all want. Just a quick survey before I leave, before y'all leave, while y'all still here. This is gonna sound so vain, but I just want to know, what is you guys's, because I've been doing this for 5 years. I want to know what your guys' favorite favorite video that I've ever made is, because like me personally, I don't have an opinion on what my favorite video is because I made so many and I like most of them. Some of them I'm just like, not that they're bad, it's just like I don't ever want to scroll that far back because it's like I've evolved so much since then and it's just weird looking back. But I want to know, What do you guys think? Because you guys are the fans. I want to know what your guys' favorite videos are, and I want to like make more videos that you guys like also. Oh, you gotta go, Aniru. Peace. Oh wait, let me show you the cute picture I wanted to show of Miley before y'all leave. Okay, I don't know if you can see, but there we go. You see she's giving the peace sign. Peace out. I thought that was cute. Okay, the Wizards essay. To be honest, anything with Alex. Yeah. I mean, my favorite video, I don't know, because there's so many. I like the videos where I talk about like a Disney journey, like Zendaya's career path on Disney and Selena Gomez's career on Disney. Those were fun. And the McLean sisters video, that was fun also. But yeah, my nose is running like crazy. I'm so sorry. And I've got to go, okay? It was nice chatting with y'all. Hannah Montana says goodbye. Peace out. And you guys will see from me very, very soon. Either a new video, because I really don't have anything to do all week, so I technically can make another video. But just keep your eye out. Also, I might be going to Big Time Rush later this month. All right? Peace.